Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europe Universalis 4. So, it's currently the 9th of November, and I feel that as it's getting chilly over here in the Northern Hemisphere, that now's a good time to do an achievement called Frozen Assets. Starting as Novgorod. Control the White Sea node and make it the highest value trade node. So, let's do it. I'm just going to call the save file Novgorod. This, by the way, is a save file that may or may not eventually become a video. Or a series, I don't know. But don't worry about that one. For now, we're worried about Frozen Assets. I'll run properly into it once we get in. So, let's run through the achievement. Start as Novgorod, which indicates that we can swap to Russia. Good. Originally, I thought that this achievement said as Novgorod. But, yeah. Control 90% and have it be the highest trade value node. It doesn't mean have the global trade institution from it. It's just, at some point in the campaign, have it be the highest trade value. So, let's put the nail in the coffin and immediately rival Muscovy and Tver. And as for the final rival, I'd quite like it to be Denmark, but it might be worth doing Livonian order. Let's do it as Livonian order. They're more nearby and more potential to become our vassal or such. Let's start by putting a claim into Tver. Now, I can't remember the last time I played Novgorod. I don't think I ever played Novgorod. So we start with 4 cores on Muscovy and Subject, which is great. We start with Merc Maintenance and Diplo Rep. We end with Fort Defense. Alright, whatever. We have Prestige, Missionary Strength, Yearly Thing, Merchant and Global Trade Power, National Manpower Modifier, Naval Tradition, and Light Ship Cost. Ooh. Take me back to the Morocco campaign from a few months ago. So, yeah, that's indicating that I could start with some mercs. We have 3 horses. Let's see here. Reconquer Vologda. So in other words, reconquer my cause. For claims everywhere. Defeat Muscovy. Gives me army, morale of armies and manpower speed. Autocephalous Archbishopric. Wow, way to be a mouthful there. But essentially it's just saying, have an icon, concentrate metropolitan in your capital, and then give it a church. Easy. Cathedral cities have at least 10 basilica. Gives you 5% missionary strength for 20 years. That's quite nice. So as you can tell, this is going to be a very, very trade-focused campaign, which is kind of what I wanted to get out of the Morocco campaign, but this time we'll put it on steroids. Oh, and also ordered from the Naples campaign, quite frankly. So, in order, I don't know what order it will be in actually, but we'll go trade, quantity. I'll probably want religious because you get from the trade synergy, you get missionary strength and goods produced. Very nice. And we'll be conquering a lot of heathens and heretics. So yeah, trade, quantity, and religious at minimum. Maybe admin. I might end up skipping admin, we'll see. But in either case, we need to win a war against somebody. So yeah, I immediately start with things on Muscovy. Lithuania actually rival me, so they won't help me. I mean, I could just do a 1-for-1 versus Muscovy. Quite frankly. While I'm umming and ahhing, should we just summon the Diet and get on with the estates? Gain a claim on Lithuania. Nah. Block needs to be owned by a country of Orthodox faith. Eek, what a horrible set of missions, quite frankly. I'll just take the trade power one. The ships that aren't barks can go. We'll go into here, go to port during war. And eventually get round to doing the thing I said I'd do. So, I'll take all 3 monthly powers. I'll take yearly patriarchal authority because it's very useful as orthodox. I'll take religious diplomats, just it's an extra tip rep, isn't it? Clerical education, I think I'll leave it at that for now. Monthly mill power. I don't want to take increased levies. Institution spread. Increase present freedom. I think this will matter when I swap to Russia. But this one's looking very nice. Early serfdom. But in either case, I won't touch them for a little while, so we're fine. Grant court position and officer rights as normal. That's the way I like it. Dip points. Patronage of the arts. I think I'm going to have to indebt myself to the burghers from the get-go here. So let's do exactly that. And I'll also take private trade fleets. Very nice. So let's remove the cavalry and take free company and 9k, and it's the biggest one I can take. So that's a very obvious guess. I will be taking the decision to become Russian, by the way. And let's see what our first general rolls. Oh my god. That's insane. Right, let's get to it then. I also want to see who will become my friend. I need alliances off the get-go. Ryazan. An Oddyev. Spare me. So. Must we start with 27k? This is a 2-to-1 war right now. Let's take some advisors. We're rich, kind of. I actually don't need the missionary strength right now. And then let's also knock ourselves into military focus. I need Tech 4 before Muscovy. I think before I pull any sort of trigger on Muscovy, I want to have a technological advantage. So for now, building a claim on Tver and probably Livonian. I like to Denmark. Well, we can wait. No harm in still fabricating a claim, though. So let's at least sort of get to it. So here in the Nether node, i.e. Novgorod, I own 29%. Everyone's taking a little bit of my trade. Unfortunately, Muscovy does not have much in the way of rivals right now, so not many people will ally me. I'm not fussed though, because I don't think that Muscovy would declare war on me straight away. I'm actually going to ease the tension here. I don't need that CB. But that could help in terms of... I mean, Gotland and Scotland. Nice. Good rhyming. But I will want to do something with these fools. Take them on. Tver is very handily not allied to anyone. Muscovy is allied only to Ovidiev, of course. And quite frankly, this is looking like I'm going to be able to get an early claim on Tver, who I will actually take as a subject. I don't initially want their land. I'll submit to Roman's rule, so Poland have a march. But they're still in an interregnum, which will end soon. So yeah, people are claiming my land. Let's put a claim on Tver proper. I only need one because the plan is to vassalize them. Let's put that claim on Narva. Retract that guy, even though I could make a second claim on Reval, but I imagine Livonian, if anything, will become a vassal. So what I'm kind of waiting for now is for Muscovy to declare war on Tver and maybe take out the units in Kashim. Then I'll just vassalize Tver and then be at war with Muscovy, or I'll vassalize Tver before Russia even get in. So I haven't even talked about Novgorod's stuff yet. So as Novgorod, we're a plutocrat, a special type of plutocrat. Well, try that again. We're a Vita Republic, so a special type of almost plutocracy. We get Russian abilities, etc., etc. We get the little button here, which acts like the pirate factions. Not really fussed about the interactions with the Vichy Republic, to be quite frank, right now. I believe if we form Russia as Novgorod with this Vichy Republic, we keep the strengthened version of this Vichy Republic. So it will eventually be quite nice. Plus, starting with 100 extra gov cap flat is quite nice. Looks like France is attacking England. I don't ever remember Muscovy owning this random province. Oh well, it's probably just more my misremembering than anything else. Denmark, your allies are weak and few. That shall prove fruitful. And yeah, let's not forget Ryazan is ally to me. That should not only deter the Great Horde, but also Muscovy from attacking Ryazan. Now, I just want to wait for them to lose enthusiasm so I can then just hit vassalize. I actually don't want to take out their troops. I want them to keep their troops at this moment in time. Novgorodian vassal. They may need to be defeated. To be quite frank. However, I will continue to loot. So what's Muscovy doing? Obviously they hate me. They have no allies, and because they broke their alliance with Odiev, so Muscovy's going to try and fight Odiev and then feel the full force of Lithuania as long as they don't get BU'd. Depends on what Poland do vis-a-vis the Jagiellon. I also keep my cause for 150 years from starting date, which is very nice. We also have a level 2 half price trade efficiency. Yes, please. Take that. Maybe it could be a good time to start improving relations with Poland. So I must also remember that as I'm recording EU4, that I need to try and keep my times to about 30 minutes each episode, if possible. So let's see here. I need to just check. Oh, they dropped a red enthusiasm, then I was too late. Oh well, whatever. I also want to keep the 2 forts. Obviously the one in Novgorod has to stay. The one in Luki I just want. And hey, I'm still earning half a ducat a month. Right. So, Poland now have Lithuania. If I need to mark up even harder to fight Russia, then I will. Also, of course, I can just, if time necessitates, I can just attack Tver to vassalize them. But I think overall I should be fine, right? Not running army strength, not same religion. Muscovy's many subjects are all claiming me. I don't care. So yeah, the plan will be, of course, to move my trade capital to the White Sea. Grab all of the Kazan node, all the Ashtkar node, all the Kiev node. Basically, if it funnels into the White Sea, I'm taking it. When I form Russia, I'll get Siberian frontiers, take all of Siberia, and Girin, etc., etc. Samarkand, everything around here, really. I just want to fund as much as possible, make as many trade companies, and focus purely on trade steering. Is my total ambition. I also want nodes ahead of the White Sea. And that's because it stops them from gaining trade power in the White Sea passively from funneling their trade out. So if I can take nodes ahead of the White Sea, which is namely the North Sea, then I should be good. But I suppose I'm yapping at this point. 127 plays 134. And actually it's Ryazan attacking Odiev. This is looking good. Rip Circassia as usual. And my points indicate I'm very close to level 4. Sorry, tech level 4. Maria Rurikovich. They lost their start ruler very quickly here, haven't they? 128 plays 133. Again, I could have attacked them, but I'm just saving my manpower. I'm saving their units. They'll probably delete a couple once I vassalize them, but if I can keep them as intact as possible, that's preferable. But yeah, this starting general I received is going to be so useful later. As long as they stay alive. Couple more months to go. Then we're good to go. Then I reckon I'll probably just get Tech 4 and turn tail and fight Muscovy. I'm kind of waiting for Poland to like me. Although I want to take this land later, for now they can be my staunch ally against the Muscovy front. Okay, so they'll become my vassal, they'll give me their money. Do not give up. Actually, yeah, give up claims in my land. Give me prestige. Alright, we have our first subject. And they have 8,000 units because I did not fight them at all. Isn't that nice? Sure, they don't like me, but that's temporary, right? So let's start working on relations. They also dropped some units, which is why their Libby Desire dropped from 70 to 60s. Because their relative strength is lower. Otherwise, let's give this a think. So my first war against Muscovy will obviously be gain back my cause. All 4 of them. I might also take a vassal of theirs. Again, let's get to Tech 4, then worry about it. Rurikovich is going to be behind by quite some way until they gain Ian Veliki in 7 years' time, which is great, quite honestly. I also have an election coming up in 2 years' time, so by default, Grand Vichy Republics are 6 years. Yep, as shown here. Oh, thanks, game. I forgot about plutocratic. So ideally I can stay as a republic. It will be plutocratic, quantity, trade, religious. Not necessarily in that order. Maybe Pluto first. Would be plutocratic, I feel, is take it early or don't take it at all, as much as possible. Kind of like Court in that sense. Sure, I took Court in the career role conquest really late, but that's because, like, I was done. It didn't matter. So, that was way beyond anything. So yeah, it's really just a wait for Tech 5 now. Tver will be loyal soon. And let's lose the stuff there. And while it's cheap, I'm actually going to gain 1 stab. Thank you, Yaroslav Koninsky. Now I can start gaining prosperity in my lands. Probably should have hit that button a while ago then, shouldn't I? Oh well. Ryazan also have 12 favours with me, which means that they can easily be called into a war. So Poland still haven't rivaled Russia. But I don't necessarily see it as an issue. Novgorod gains a claim. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to fight Poland. That's not what I'm going for here. Also, the 2 alliances are probably still Gotland and... Oh! Poland now. Thank you. Question is, do you now hate Muscovy? Yes, you do. Let's start, therefore. I think I'll call them in with the promise of favours. I could call them in like this. And then probably lose them forever. Then again, do I need Poland after War 1? I don't think I would, because the power would swing so far in my favour. It's really just the Tech 4 issue. Let's give it a couple more months. Declare war. Thank you. So, everyone will be Tech 3 across the board, with the exception of moi. Yeah, your mill sucks, your mill sucks. Well, actually, yours is the best one so far at 3. Yeah, everyone's mill sucks other than Perms. So, Muscovy, reconquest on Totma. Poland, you're getting called in with a promise of land. Not necessarily getting promised, but that's fine. And then we go. So I want to keep my units tight. And allow Poland to do a lot of the heavy lifting. My desire of land isn't actually down here for War 1. My desire of land is up here for War 1. However, if I happen to get Reserve Massachusetts and Kaluga to Tver and cut off Poland, I'm not going to complain. Let's pay off 1 bank loan because I forgot, and then leave the rest. So yeah. Now in comes Poland and the rest. I just need to keep my units near my Merc company as best as possible. That's looking like Muscovy are reinforcing themselves. I kind of have to keep my units in check to the best of my abilities. Because I might be 1 tech over, but 27,000 units at Tech 3 will stomp 9,000 at Tech 4. Let's also take Dip 4. And as I'm European, My plan is to just get a province to 30 dev. I think you can guess which province it will be. To which I say it starts at 20. I'm going to expand infrastructure. And then when the timing's right, I'll put on the thing. What's it called? The edict. The estate edict here. Also, should I concentrate metropolitan? Costs very little. So yeah, Tech 4 in admin. Then I'm going to be going for... So we have fur. It does increase in price later, but not by much. I'll probably just still go 10, 10, 10 for Novgorod. Or something like 10, 12, 8. Because I do want to prioritize... if possible, my income for trade. Okay, then where next? 6th and 7th of May. I can catch you. So while PLC do their thing down here, I'm just going to go on a army stomping mission. Courtesy of an amazing starting general. So yeah, I can just push. My mercs are doing a really good job. They're reinforcing well. We're taking minimal losses. So my cause are Vologda, Totma, Ustjug and Ustvim. And remember, while PLC are called in with the promise of land, I don't actually promise to give them any of it. So let's fan out the units and start sieging my cause. Gain the war goal. I know some of my land is under siege, but luckily it's the what I'd consider to currently be crap of the land, not necessarily the good stuff. So yeah, reserve is also a Tver core. That's going to be handy. So in the past when I've formed Russia, it's been with Muscovy, and it tends to be a very poor Russia. But this one should be nice and rich. With my plans here. So let's form up my troops together and once again go bashing. I'll probably catch them in Wanga, as I affectionately call the province. Lithuania dropped the siege on Mazashik, but as long as the siege on Muscovy isn't dropped, we're fine. Everyone's still Mill Tech 3, which is good to see. And let's take the edict now. Start getting some of these development ticks on the way. And I'd love to keep my current candidate. So Perm was going to move away and then they weren't, and that spells their doom. Good stuff. Moskva is down. As long as they give Reserve to Tver, I don't mind. And yeah, I think I can start moving towards Shenkursk. Everyone's piling in, including Lithuania. This should be very fruitful. Muscovy's going to ignore the battle because I'm in. And they're going to try and break the occupation of the war goal. However, I should be enough of a motivation for like 40,000 units to just pile in. Yeah. My free company is now starting to take the brunt of the damage. You can see they're down to 4k. I've still got some reinforcement manpower though. So that's okay. Let's gain back the war goal and also take my subjects core. Tver has precisely 1 core on Russia. Okay. Livonian Order is still allied to Denmark. Livonian Order, Teutonic Order, and Dithmarschen. Allies are still weak though. And Sweden don't care. As mentioned with Poland, I don't care about their trust. I think what I'll do is let's return. I will take Logdo Topma Ustjug Ustvin. Reserve goes to Tver. So it's 29 war score, that's easy. I also want to make Perm my vassal. Because they have a core in Kazan. That I should then start to be able to snake my way immediately round. Which in turn helps cut off Muscovy from expansion. And also takes out the hordes that would subsequently attack Russia. / Muscovy in this case. I am the Russia. If I can't get that, I'll just take some of... I mean, I could just do this anyway. Take Beluzero, take this province from Muscovy. I don't know, take like... something like this. Take some money and just call it a day, for instance. But I still think I want to take Perm as a subject. That was a dummy concept. Rather than the actual peace deal. And I'll just go siege down Perm's capital. This war is basically a cinch. Ooh, high war exhaustion. Caused by them occupying my northern lands for so long. Let's do this. I think admin will probably be the lowest in Novgorod, actually. Because I'm not too bothered about base tax, I want trade. That would just be seen as a point filler. So I should be first in. Yep, so regardless of what happens, I control the siege of Perm's capital. So let's take off the money. then Mazovia are doing their best. You know what, Mazovia? Be the best you can be. The money's still looking good. Maybe it's worth paying off all of these loans, in fact. And also, as I've got some corruption reduction on the go anyway, I'm just going to take some extra ducats, just as a safety net, if you will. So yeah, with this peace deal plus perm, I'll be up to 2 subjects. Tver will be integratable like immediately. As in, their cores are set, so I can just do it. Of course, I still have to wait out the actual natural time of the integration. That's not what I was trying to imply otherwise. Let's see here. Did we get anything special as Russia? Establish the Streltsy. Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm not too fast. I'm still very much of the belief that if you're playing as a Republic, Tier 2 should really be Republicanism. Republicanism? Republicanism. Either there's arguments to be made for religious values, especially in a campaign like this. But for now, I'll take the stuff. Lithuania broke. No complaints from me. And yeah, that's just a nice little dip. Upgrade. I'll just lose prestige for the stuff. Fine by me. And now I'm 4 across the board. Which will help me complete a condition for a mission. So as they dropped the siege on Muscovy, once I finish Cherdin, I should be able to get everything I desire. Realistically. Everyone's still Tech 3. Once again, I'm still head and shoulders above the rest, with the exception of Perm now. No problem. I think I could use favours to regain trust with Poland regardless. Osman's managed to get a war versus Genoa, and somehow just Genoa. They left the Empire, correct? No. They just must have been allied with somebody weird to allow for... State in Lucca. That's a very weird set of events. Oh well. The Ottomans still don't own Istanbul yet, / Constantinople, so whatever the case may be. Let's also grab an early cathedral. So yeah, PLC going around wiping out the rest of the Muscovite units. They are 100% not coming back from this. Now, Muscovy. With this, you're my vassal now. Hold on, Rostov? No. Perm. And money. I have back all my cores. I might give this to Tver as well, actually. Let them core it up. I think that would be sensible. So Tver, grant you this, grant you this, grant you this. Tver can be integrated. Then we reconquered Vologda. And that now gives me claims over the rest of Muscovy. I'm going to sit on conquered Tver, because once they integrate, I'll then get this unrest and autonomy change. Just makes things smoother. Dethrone the Rurikovich. 20 years of Republican tradition, that's nice. This is looking good. Kolmogori has a dock. Kolmogori gets extra trade for till the end of the game. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's looking good. So I think this is a good place to end the first episode. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the series as we go through, and I'll catch you in the next one.